We're live. Awesome. Awesome. So let's wait for people to get here. And then we can start, continue modeling, actually. Hey, Six Syndicate. Hello. Hello. I'm drinking some tea. It's hot. That's good. Awesome. Alrighty. Alright, so this is another stream presented by Mix Training. Most of you guys know. I will say this disclaimer before I start that this is a live video. If we do some rambling and stuff, is because this is a live video. This is not meant to be a tutorial. I will try to teach you what I'm doing in the meantime, but it's not like formatted as a tutorial. I'm live here talking with people, and that's what's happening. Cool. That out of the way. Hey, David. What's up? Tim. Oh, thank you, Tim. Hello, and thank you. So you guys know, this is another live stream presented by Mix Training, and if you like what we do here, and if you want to support us, you can go and buy some of our training. There's a lot of good training here. One that I recommend for beginners is the poly modeling. I mean the LAMP project series, which is 3 modules. So if you're new to Houdini, that will be good to start with. And there's a bundle if you want to buy all the three titles: modeling, UVs and texturing. That was fast, and the rendering. Covers everything from scratch, which is great for beginners. And today we're going to continue with our modeling. Cool. Martin. Well, Martin, you can do both. Depends on what you want. Yeah, you can mix them both. I don't think Vellum will help you doing the RVD. You have to use RVD, and then you can do some Vellum on top of that if you want to do the cables with Vellum. But yeah, I will go that way. I will go with RVDs and Vellum. You can do the whole thing in one simulation. You don't have to make them separately, so they will interact. Hey, Sirdan, glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. All right, so let's continue with what we've been doing, and hopefully today we can get done with the modeling. I'm gonna hide this part because I don't want to stretch this too much. And if we're not done with the modeling today, I think I'm gonna just do it on my own, finish the modeling, and then we can continue doing the rest. Because I don't want to be here like waiting for modeling forever, doing modeling forever. Let's see. Let me open my tools. That is not what I wanted. Wrong shelf. This one. And then let me get my references. There was that application called PureRef, which I have installed before, this guy, but I didn't totally love it. But I don't know. Let's download it again. Let's see if it's good for what we're gonna do. I think the good thing is it works with everything. So works with Linux, Mac, Windows. So that's good. But I don't really. Well, the time I used it wasn't that big of a deal, but we can give it another try. Let's see. So here it is. Let me cancel that. So here it is. Is it gonna stay on top? Nope. I should. Let me drop the images there. See if it stays on top. Webinar references. Let's say those two guys. Drop them there. And now there's one there. The other one's over here. I'm not sure how to. Okay, you can select them, move them. I'm not sure how to scale them. Control rotates. Control. How can I scale one of this? I'm not sure how to scale these guys. Let's see. Oh, if you double click, they scale up. That's good. All right, so let's do this guy. Let's use this. And the thing is, it's too big. And it doesn't fix the size. All right, I'm gonna use it like this. In this case, I need to have it here in my same monitor because, well, I just have this monitor for you guys to see. I could put it on my other monitor, but you're not gonna see it, so I'm gonna leave it here somewhere. I also like to have it here close to what I'm doing. I already see this is a little bit different of this, so let's start fixing the head. Again, I didn't make this stay on top, and I did something. Oh, okay, you can scroll on that. Window, lock window mode, always on top. Here you go, always on top. There we go. Loaded with advanced scaling in Windows. I'm not using Windows, so so there you go. Oh, it doesn't stay on top. Mode always on top. It doesn't stay on top. Maybe this was my issue. It's not. You can say this. It's if I select Houdini, it's gone. I'm gonna have to do it in the using KDE. Yeah, KDE holds the window there. All right. Alrighty. Houdini dominates all applications. Hopefully one day. Okay, so let's continue with this head here. So I can see this part of the eye is a little bit too wide. I think it needs to be a little bit more rounded. So we need more. We need to go to the poly modeling. We are there. It's more edge loops. Let's build an edge loop here and start tweaking some points. I want to select the back points. You need to see here 4 points selected. Okay, that's what I wanted. Scale in. Oh, now this one's here. If you guys have questions, just post them and I will answer them when I have like a little break of the modeling. All right, because I don't want to be just modeling this forever, so I think that was too much. Okay, I think the head it's a little bit too, the eye is a little bit too tall. Maybe I don't want to do that. Gotta move it up a little bit. Yeah, the head it's a little bit too tall. Let's bring it up from the bottom. Make it a little bit smaller. Yep, that's better. We can move the mouth up. Kind of like that. Okay, that's better. Now this points here. Have another point selected that I don't want. Are a little bit too. Okay, like that. All right, cool. All right, that's gonna be the head for now. It's looking a little bit better. So let's start doing the body, and we have already kind of a body shape here. So let's continue with this. T to translate. The jaw or the mouth is kind of embedded in the body, which is what we get in here. The head is on top of the body, which is good, like that. Let me just subdivide this body. Let's see if I like that. I don't, but let's try adding some edge loops. What did I do? Wrong tool. Edge loop. Q to repeat, and yeah, that is a good start for the body. Cool. All right, I'm gonna do that. Now let's do what are the shoulders here. There are some like tube arms, like another cylinders for the feet, I guess, and then those the legs. Sorry. Let's try it and get this set up for the legs. I'm gonna copy all this and just merge that there. I'm gonna make this. Why am I merging this here? Actually, I want to merge it here. This is my main merge here. Come on, like that. Okay, I don't want to have two different merges. This is gonna be like my global merge, and this is gonna be a leg. So I want to get this guy here and transform it down. So I'm just gonna do one of the legs. I want to rotate this and make a leg with this. You can see this is perfect for a leg. I think it's too wide, maybe too high. And I'm going to do like a mirror. You can see I can add a mirror here in this branch, and I can see the result of that while I'm putting the leg in the place that I want it to. It's still too big, right? The legs are kind of like a third of the size of him, kind of like that, I guess. I think the body is a little bit too big still. Yep, let's go back to the body and let's just tweak it a little bit there. Okay, now the legs are too low, so let's just move those. The legs need to be in the middle like that. And we could go from there to make the feet, which I'm just gonna make with boxes, with a box. merge that box. Let's just do this. This is somewhere where I can actually use another merge here to merge this with the leg, and then we can mirror that. So before the mirror, we can put the leg there. We can put the what is going to be the feet, and it's going to be copying everything to the other side. So just making one of the feet, or the complete leg actually, just making one of them because that's all we need. And yep, that's gonna work perfectly. Let's make this guy kind of like that. Let's add some edge loops. I can see it's like it's a few parts of this. Q to repeat that. It's a little bit pointy, so let's just make it pointy, and here a little bit. Nope, don't select that one. Do it like that, and then this is gonna be the let me just make this. This is gonna be like the foot roll, and or with the feet rolls, or how do you call that? Bends. Let's make another edge loop over here and expand that one. I think the back is a little bit too narrow there. Alright, that's gonna be almost the foot. I'm gonna move this face here up a little, and then it kind of has like this spike here, so I'm gonna just do extrude this guy. I have that selected. Extrude that guy like this, and then extrude it up for that part there. I don't know, I guess the feet are kind of a guessing thing, because I don't think the feet are ever seen in the game. But that's what we're going to do for now. They're kind of like flat at the front, but let's not do it super flat. Let's just have them like be kind of like this. All right, maybe the tip is a little bit too narrow there. Just give it a little bit more shape there. Cool. All right, that's gonna be that for the feet. Of course they suck right now, but we're just blocking it out. So all right, there is we can organize this a little bit. We can just make this leg. And why is the leg missing? Oh, okay. Flag was in the wrong place. This is what the body. Okay, let's do. Now we need to do some arms, and I'm gonna start with a tube. Polygon in the x-axis with end caps. Let's put it there. We can scale it down, make it larger, put it in place, and the arms goes from here to about almost like at the knee, about where the knee is. So let me just measure this. I think that's a little too short. Come on, give me my handle. There we go. Okay, so I think the arm, that's the whole length of the arm all up to the finger. So I'm gonna put it a little, bring it back a little bit, and let's start. Actually, I think this is too wide. And there, let's make it. Actually, I don't want to do it here. I want to do it in the actual torus. I mean the actual radius of the tube. So I have that for later if I need to modify it. So just move it in place. All right, so that's gonna be the arm there, which is the basic of the arm. It has a lot of stuff on top of that. So okay, let's see what else we need to do here. There's this big chunk of plate on top, which is gonna be a box. I am not gonna use it in anything that it's commercial, so this is just like fan art. So no, we're not gonna have any issues because it's fan art, and I'm not gonna use it in a short or anything. It's just gonna be some modeling and doing for teaching. It's not commercial. Put another mirror so we can have both hands like that. Has this guy there. It's pretty huge. Let's go kind of like that. I think it's too big. Let's add some edge loops here. Number of edge loops, let's add a bunch of them in one go. Let's say 3 for now. Sounds good. And do it in the other direction as well, I guess. Just gonna do it in both directions now that I'm doing that. I'm gonna bend this because it's bend this a little. Bend this a little. And let's see if we can use the mirror here. For this mirror on the C-axis to do this. Yep, cool. There we go. That's what I wanted. Perfect. And that's too much actually, so don't do it. Don't do that much. Cool. Now there's a center with the spike there, so let's do that part now. Let's select these faces here. Why am I on that tool? Here, I want to select that. Okay. I think this might be too small. So let's scale it, but let's try to use the slide on surface. Let's see if it works. Nah, slide on surface, it's weird. And now I'm gonna yeah, that thing is buggy. I lost my handle now. There we go. I'm gonna make it scale this, try to maintain the curvature. And I'm gonna have to fix this edges here because I don't like what I did. I'm gonna just select this guy. Let me remove, yeah, like that. I don't want to see the other parts for now. Just gonna concentrate on this. Right, that's what I want. Now I'm going to extrude this, extrude it in first. Q to repeat, do an inset of that. Something like that. Actually, I think I should have done something different. Let me go back, actually. I'm gonna undo a lot here. Undo up to there. Okay. What I want to do actually is these faces. I'm going to actually that's what should I do here? Let me think. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole thing. Know what I'm doing now? That I'm going to poly extrude and do an inset here so I can have perfect loop around this. That's what I wanted. And then do it again. Do more inset. So now I'm gonna have this perfect loop around that area. That's what I wanted. All right, that's great. So now I do another extrude, and now I'm gonna do it inwards and do another extrude and do an inset on that, like that. Cool. That's gonna hold the shape. If I subdivide this, yep, that's looking how I want it. There's still some parts missing, but that's getting close to what I want. I can say this actually. If I want to, I can do this sub-deep modeling like this. Adjustments like what? Because I just did an adjustment and I mirror that. Not sure if that's what you're talking about. So this, I think this is still too small, right? So let's power of Houdini, just modify the extrudes. This is not, the only thing I need to modify is this inset actually. That's great. Power of Houdini. A little bit more. That's too much. That's too much. Let's see what's happening. Okay, some parts are penetrating, so let's do the one before a little bit closer. Then this, reduce it a little bit, like that. I think that's still too big. That it's merging the edges a little bit too much. There we go. I think that's good. Is it? Okay, that's gonna be it. All right, so right now we are mirroring all this, if that's what you mean. You can see I'm mirroring everything. I'm just mirroring to the other side, adding it to the character like that. So this part here, it's almost done, because the only thing I need to do here is add some edge loops. Actually, edge loop here to hold the shape on the top, and another one, nope, edge loop here, bottom, and that is basically this guy here, which is great. Might need another one. Oh, there is, that's why I wanted the loop, because there is, I think there is like a relief here. It's a little bit higher there. So let's choose this loop here, and let's modify the inset here. It's a little bit weird there, because we modify this too much. Let me select these faces and scale them down a little there. So we're just having some interpenetration there. Ah, I missed a face. Let me undo, select that one as well. There. Okay. He had some faces penetrating there, but we can just relax them a little bit. Okay, I'm having a weird thing here because I did the insets a little bit too big, but it's not gonna be seen, so maybe we can just leave it like that. I'm going to select this ring now and extrude it. Poly extrude that. What happened? That is not what I wanted, right? Okay. Weird. S4. Select this loop. Extrude it. There we go. And I think we're going to inset this. See the subdivision of this. Okay, it's a little bit more defined. So let's add like 2 or 3 edges there. I think 1 edge is enough. Let's make this a little bit higher maybe. I think the inset it's too big. Yeah, it was flipping over there. Okay, that I'm gonna add another edge here at the bottom just to make this a little bit crisper there. Yep, I like that. I want the upper one to be rounded and the lower one to be a little bit more sharp. So yep, there we go. Now let's do the spike with a box. I'm going to merge that there. Let's see the result of that. Actually, we can, this is the subdivision here for the whole arm. Let's see that. So now the box is too big. Let's just scale it. Move it, all that stuff. Alrighty. So yeah, this is I don't know, basic modeling. You can do in any application. Just see that full shaded. Some people have asked me directly, like, can Houdini do modeling? And I'm like, sure. Yes, it can. It's like, why wouldn't it Yeah, it does modeling. I think the question is, can you do modeling? Because Houdini does modeling. Can you do modeling? Because if you can do modeling in any other application, you can do modeling in Houdini. It's just like basically the same thing. And you've seen that I'm using some of the nodes here and the properties here, but it's not too much. Most of the work is being done in the viewport, which is great. So yeah, you can do modeling, of course. Right, so that's what we have in here after that. So let's do some edge loops. Let's add one here. Q to repeat. Let's add one of the bottom. And we can actually move those here, edge percentage, enable that, and you can move it to whatever place you want to slide it in. Let's do another one in this direction, and another one in that one. Actually, we can do more than one here. Let's do 2 there, so they are equally spaced there. Let's do another edge loop. Let's again do two loops, so they are same distance from each other. And now I want to, let's grab this polygon here, the very top, and move it up to give it a little bit more roundness there at the top. And it might be a little bit too squarish, so let's just modify it a little bit, maybe too square for my taste. So let's just give it a little bit of roundness in this direction. Let's grab those points here as well and do the same. Just give it a little bit more roundness there, and in this direction as well a little bit. These corners are not really touching, so maybe we can scale them a little. Nah, let's do it like that, or a little bit maybe. Okay. Yeah, I like that spike. Cool. It's a good spike. So now we can see the whole thing. That's what we have so far. The arm, it's totally wrong because there is no edge loops there. So let's add some edge loops to that guy. So basically you can see we are doing just basic modeling like any other application modeling, subdivision modeling. That's what we're doing. Well, it's not necessary to sharpen every object, but it's necessary if you're going to have it smooth like this. I wanted to have this be a little bit more smooth, but have a corner, but not be completely like a corner, like a totally 90 degrees. So that's why we we subdivide this and we add edges close to the edges, to the corners, so we can have roundness, and that's how you get this kind of a look. This one, it's a little bit more sharp here. I don't want it to have that sharp. I'm gonna make my own style, like a little bit less sharp. But yeah, that's how you can sharpen stuff. You don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. That's all depends on your style that you're doing. Now let's do the there is we've been like already 50 minutes doing stuff, so I'm gonna do, can we do something else, and then I can finish the whole thing after. We can try to, let's try to do the fingers. The fingers are fun. So let's keep doing it in this branch that we are doing here. Nope, I want to move everything here. Just make some space here for keep doing the hand here. So we can actually, let's say this is, what is this? This is the spike. All this is the spike. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Okay, let's do one of those fingers here. I want to do this. You can see it's like a block again, and then it has these like rings there to where the unions are. So let's do a box again. Boxes are great. Let's put it here so we the template there, so we know what scale we're working with. Let's move it into position, basically, or roughly into position. Okay. Right, that's what I'm wanting to do here. This part, this is like just one part that is rounded in this model. So let's do that. The finger first. I think the finger's kind of like that. It only has 2 fingers, so you have to be wide. And let's keep it in the center for now. And again, we're gonna do that trick I've been doing. I'm gonna subdivide this, and let's do 2 subdivisions. And now I need to sharpen some areas. You can see it's a little bit more curvy in this area. So I'm going to add this actually before edge loop. Come on, why are you adding it there? Edge loop, there we go. I want that one in that direction. I definitely want some of the top very close to the top, one very close to the bottom to give it that sharper edge. Let's give it one here really close as well, and let's do another edge loop with two edge loops, not 3, 2 in this direction. But now it's a little bit too sharp. Let me see, there is something weird here, but seems like it's okay. We can actually just grab this, maybe these edges here, and move them to give it a little bit more that curve there, which is good. You can see we can have that. Now we need to give it a curve in this direction because the cylinder is gonna sit there. So we can actually create a tube. Let's merge these 2 guys together. Actually, I want this here. Merge these 2 guys. See what's happening here. This is gonna be a polygon tube with caps. Yeah. This tube, it's gonna be in the C direction, C axis, and it's just huge right now. Let's position this where the finger is. Still too big. Let's work with the unsubdivided version for a little bit. Okay, so this guy's gonna be there, embedded a little bit into the knuckle there. This is gonna be the knuckle actually. So let's say this is gonna be that. Again, let's just add some edge loops to hold the shape here. Like that. And now let's modify this guy. So we're gonna need a few edge loops actually in this direction. So let's add two edge loops here. Now let me go to the side view and let's just adjust this to fit the knuckle there. So I could have done like a boolean or something like that, but I don't want to mess my geometry, and I'm gonna do this one a little bit higher, like there. It's a little bit. I think we should move this guy actually a little bit higher, like that. And now let's modify this. And I'm only gonna move it in this axis to fit that shape. Yep, that's what I want. I might move this one. Now that's gonna make it weird. Like that. That's gonna be it. It's a little bit weird here, but maybe we can refine it later. So that's basically the joint for that finger. And actually this finger needs to be bent a little bit in this direction, right? So let's we're gonna need an edge loop here. Let's just bend this guy. Let's try using the bend deformer. Bend. See how it goes. What is it? Select end of the formation. Select end. Huh. That's weird. No. Yeah, that guy, it's a little bit weird. I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna do it manually. Okay, manually with the I'm going to select all these guys. I'm gonna use the new pick to move the pivot here and rotate that a little, but that is just not giving me what I want. And then move it now here. Why are you not doing it? Move. There we go. Okay. This is not what I want. Let's just move it. Okay, let's see the subdivision. There we go. That's perfect. Perfect. We don't need fancy tools. We just need to move points around and we can do whatever we want. All right, so let's I'm going to duplicate this for the thumb So let's have all these things. So let's just maybe just mirror it. Mirror it on the not in the x-axis but on the y-axis. Not that far away. We need it closer. So I'm adding this guy there, which is really fast to do with this guy. Like that. Maybe closer. And we can just rotate this a little bit more. And put it kind of like that. Okay. I like that. So I'm modeling in this shape. Then we're gonna have to move it to fit this hand there. All right. Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there. I think. Oh, this is rounded. Actually, I'm gonna have to fix that. This is like an octagon or something like that. So we did it differently. No worries. Because I'm just gonna do this this arm piece here. Now let's do another tube. I have one tube here. Actually, I should use the tube from the arm, which is this guy. Yeah, this tube here is already in place, so I'm just gonna grab that, merge it here. No, not merge it there because I have some other modifications here. I don't want those modifications there. I want to modify this guy. This mirror, okay, no. Don't want it here. Let's put it in another merge here. Okay. So we have that, and we're gonna scale it down and up a little. And kind of like that. These points are like flat here, so let's just do that and just show that, hide all the templates. So it's like it's flat on these guys here. I think I need more points for this because it's kind of flat on the sides and the tops. Let's try it like this. Whoa, that is the wrong points. I just want the ones in front actually, because it kind of goes from rounded to flat. So I want to select only these guys here, like that, and like that, like that. And these 2 points there, I got more points than I want, so deselect those. All right, yeah, I like that. Now let me make this whole thing smaller because it's kind of going like in. All right, yep, I like that. I can make this a little bit bigger and do the same for this. Okay, cool. So that is that part. I'm gonna extrude this part and inset to get that part on the back, and then do another inset just to hold the shape better. I don't like to have like just this end guns like that. So I'm gonna do the same here actually. Inset this once and twice just to have a loop here. Or actually I can just, instead of insetting too much that one, I can see sometimes if you inset, some points get weird, so instead of just inserting too much, I'm just going to scale it, which scaling keeps the shape of the edges where they are, or the positions, like that. Okay, I think it's too long, but that's not a problem. We can shorten it. Now we have this area of the hand there, which could be like a box again, with some modifications. Okay, we have this. Okay, this is really small. Where's the arm? All right, that turned out really small. Let's make it bigger. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's better. And I think I'm gonna stop here because there's too much to do still. Can we rotate this image? I think I rotated this image. Yeah. Let's rotate the image to see it, the arm. Like we're gonna do it like that. That's what we're doing right now. And you can see this spike is kind of pointing up, which is cool. All right, so we have these two fingers, which are these two guys. So let's start putting stuff where it should be. Don't move that. I'm gonna do it here. Rotate these guys like that. They might be too big. Nope, I don't want to do that. So let's put it in position. So this guy needs to, this finger here needs to kind of cut on this. So let's modify this a little as well. The bottom part, just get those points there. Like this, and do it some soft radius like that, so you get smaller. I might just do this one wider because it's a thumb. And this guy, it's gonna be over here because it's one of the fingers. Actually, I think what's happening here is that this guy, instead of modifying this part, I think this part, it's wider, and then these guys are half of this, and we have two of those. So that's what I'm going to do. We're interpreting here, we're doing our own artistic interpretation here, so let's just do that, and let's select this and mirror this. Mirror in the Y and the C axis, and our distance is gonna be, I think that's good actually. So yep, that they might be now too wide, so let's just make them a little bit less wide. And we have two fingers there, and this is what we have. Cool. Awesome. That's looking great. I'm just gonna finish the hand here. Let me merge this with the rest of this. See what's happening. Cool. We have just one part there for the hand missing. Let's do that. And then we can call it a day. So let's do another box and merge it here. Let's put it in place. I want to see this full thing while I'm modifying that. Okay, let's go to what's front view. Okay, yeah, we need to cross these two guys. We're gonna have to make like an arc there, and this part needs to go like all the way here. We're gonna kind of bend it like that. And it goes all the way up to this part, which might be too wide here. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what I want to do here. Okay. I'm gonna start with this, and let's start modifying this to where it should be. It's gonna be kind of like this. Should I do? This is gonna be the part over here, over like that. Now we need to start adding edge loops. Here, edge loop. Let me do the snap to the midpoint so I can add it in the center specifically, and continue matching this with the shape. This guy, it's gonna be over here. We're gonna add another edge loop here, and this part's gonna be curving. So we're just making this all by hand. You can see it's pretty damn simple. Righty. Let's do another edge loop here, and another one here. Let's see this subdivided, and that's how it looks. It's trying to look okay. We need to modify our edge loops a little bit more. Of course, you could add like a cylinder here to make the shape perfectly, but for now I'm just gonna do it by eye, just looking at it and doing it like this. Alrighty, this is getting close to this. Let's just tighten this up a little bit here. Tighten it up. And I think that's looking good. Now we need another edge loop here for this corner, and I think we need to add that here. This corner, and this side is gonna give us a little bit of trouble. So let's just distribute the edges a little bit more on this side. Good. That's good. And now let's add edges in the other direction, because right now it's looking like crap in this direction. I did a poly bevel, which is not what I want. Edge loop in this direction and in that one. There we go. That it's starting to look kind of like it needs a little bit more edge loops to tighten the shape a little bit more in this direction, like that, and another one here. There, I think that's gonna be it for this right now. You can always just go and modify it more. This is a little more sharp than what I have right now, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just make these edges a little bit closer, make it more sharp, or add another one, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Just gonna fix these areas, and that's how it's gonna be for now. Yeah, the hand is a little bit too, it's not perfectly round like this one. We can tweak it later, but for now, let's see what we have here. Cool. The hand looks a little bit weird. The scale is not right, and it's not mirrored. Let's just add a mirror here. Okay. So yeah, the hand it's weird. We need to scale it up, have the right proportions, but it's getting there. It's good blocking. We did quite a while here, quite a good chunk of modeling. We need the shoulder protector here, and that's all the parts for the hand. But we definitely need to work on the scale of the hand. But it's getting there. I think it's a little bit too narrow, maybe. Maybe it's need to be a little bit more wider. We need to work on that. But yeah, it's there. We can see here on the front the fingers how they are. I think they are good. A little bit too, yeah, they're a little bit too narrow there. We need to fix those. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna keep doing some of the modeling off camera because we mostly did everything. It's all the blocking is done. I might refine head and the body and the legs and stuff, but you can see the process is the same that I did here. This is basically, these parts are basically kind of final, how they how they should be. Just need to work on the shape of this, the proportions, and then we are good for that. But that's what the same thing I'm gonna do for the head to give it those kind of a sharp, rounded finish, and that's what I'm gonna do for everything basically. All the parts of the model, it's gonna be that same technique. All right, are there any questions? I think we're gonna wrap it for today. If there are any questions, please ask now. You can notice that I have a lot of light on my face today, and that's because I bought a new light. I have a new light on my face. You can see this was before. Whoa, now this is with my new light, which is great. Cool, new light, I like it. Alrighty, no questions, eh? All right, I think that's gonna be it then. I will see you guys next week. I think I'm gonna finish the modeling, maybe leave a few things for you guys to see for next week, and then we can start doing maybe UVs or something like that. I don't know. Planning the UVs or something. And maybe texturing, I don't know. But it's getting there. You can see this guy, it's looking like a character now. Let's save a version of this, version 2. Awesome. All right. No questions. I will see you guys. I will see you everyone next week then, when we hopefully have this finished, the modeling finished, and then we can go to texturing UVs maybe first. Not sure if this guy is gonna need any UVs because all the textures are kind of flat. We can maybe go with triplanar texturing or something. We'll figure it out. Alright guys, thank you for being here. I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. I will see you later. Bye.